Accept your death.
One thing that I'm very good at is anti-airing. I know my skill set. Anti-airs and throw techs. I'm actually pretty good at both of those things. First off, one of the main things to know is what is your character's best anti-air. Baraka's, for example, standing 1's really good, but there are some matchups where I have to use down 2. Just because down 2 has this huge sweeping upwards hitbox, so characters like Scorpion, Katana, they can kind of get the jump in for free. But a lot of times I will bait an anti-air by just kind of chilling in this zone here, which is like the perfect jump-in range, right? So like just chilling in this zone here, understanding Sub-Zero probably wasn't the best example because he can slide, which is kind of scary. But if you're playing the neutral, kind of going back and forth, and you understand that they don't 100% know what to do in this area, that's where I'll usually just be here and ready, and bam, him with standing 1 anti-air, bam, every time, bam. So it's a little bit about reaction, but it's more of a read, I would say, which makes it easy. Like, sometimes I do react, like, straight up to a jump when I'm like, whoa, why would they jump there? But in most situations, I'll usually plant myself around this range where it's like, look, you could jump at me. Come on, stand here, jump at me. Come on, jump. I want you to jump. Whoa. I'm sure you've seen a video or stream of me where I've gone in there and, you know, jump, and almost, boop, right away, jump, get your convert, you're good to go. So spacing is a big part of anti-airing. Sometimes you're just like, why the frick would you jump there? And those are actually good times to jump. So from the defensive point of view on this kind of thing, I do not want to jump here, or I can test my opponent's anti-airing abilities by jumping here and seeing how good they are. Are they going to anti-air me? Are they going to just let me jump in? Because, I mean, that's an easy way for me to close this distance if they're not going to anti-air me. But if you anti-air them in this distance, then you've now cut off one of their options in this mid-range here. That's actually really important, especially in MK11. If you can control this space in this game, like, you're going to run away with the match. And that's what makes characters like Cetrion and Jackie so scary, is like, they have so many moves that can cover this range here. It's just scary to, like, anti-air them, because, like, Cetrion could just come in with forward 2 or down 4 tornado. Jackie could just frickin' air and just boom, blast you in the air. So those are why those characters kind of are the top tier in this game, because the whole meta revolves around this kind of mid-range in this zone. So, like I said, some characters aren't as easy as others, like Sub-Zero, for example, with the slide, Jackie, Cetrion. But it does also come down to skill level as well. So if you're seeing that someone is not using those moves and just kind of going back and forth in this little area, that's where I would be ready to just smack my anti-air and just kind of dance in and out and just, you know, try and stay out of the range of their strings as much as you can. So like right now, Sub-Zero's only option really would be slide or jump. Two scary options, for example, but, you know, I would probably want to block the slide more than I would want to try and anti-air him, especially because Sub-Zero has a really good jump in attack, and I'd probably want to anti-air him with the down 2. Even though I get less damage, it's still controlling and sending that message like, hey, you can't jump at me. So that's kind of my mentality around anti-airs, at least when it comes to MK11. MKX was a little bit different because I had to rely on a really good hitbox. Injustice 2, I mean, the anti-airs were huge. I used like EX Starfish to like burst out of everything before they even got close to me. So every game's a little bit different, but in MK11, that's kind of what I do in this range here. So hopefully you found that helpful.
I am steward of Chronica's vision. Fate has been so cruel to you.